Alright, so I got interrupted and had to go do something, but I was talking about this being the defense only game playthrough, about how this will be basically all you need for the first defense. What will help is these two ammo crates, probably some machine guns, and whatever cheap infantry you can find. These guys, we'll get the reserves. I believe we'll get $100 after this. Just from skipping, we'll use that to buy an AT gun. Alright, this is our only attack. So if you want to do this at home, there's not really a mod that you need. I'll show you how to do it real quick once we load in. Oh yeah, by the way, once you load in, just go ahead, click escape, hit retreat. This will force you out of the battle. It counts as a loss, but you still get resources. I believe on low econ it's 100, 202 research. That's honestly pretty good for us. We're gonna use this to invest in, I don't know. This is our best AT gun. We'll probably go down AT gun route. We'll invest in that, and we'll buy small defenses. That's what we'll do. But yeah, if you started school, I hope school's going well for y'all. School for me has been, well, it's school, but I hope you have friends, people you could rely on, or anything like that. Cool teachers, all of that, you know, all that makes school worth attending. Good teachers, good friends. I hope school's going well for you. If it's not, well, you only have to put up with school for a limited amount of time. You can get through it. But yeah, for me, school has been off to a pretty rough start. I've had quite a bit of homework, and I'm not doing too hot in one of the classes I'm taking. It's pretty annoying for me. But that's besides the point. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these two guys, put them together with a tank squad, and we're gonna put them in the short bus. We're gonna kick out these drivers. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these over to here, and we're gonna defend around this pathway. Actually, no. We'll defend over here, and then we'll defend the bridge. Those seem like the two easiest options. We'll send over an even amount of machine guns. This guy can go over there. This guy will set up, I don't know, around here. This is not really good, because this is quite... Apologies. This is quite the big map. Bigger does not equal better. Bigger is much worse, especially considering that we'll be defending up closer. We're also going to start preemptively digging a foxhole. A large foxhole, aka a trench. And with that large foxhole, or trench, we'll be able to put some men in there. And then it'll stay because of the new update. We'll have a defendable position, and rollout time won't take as long. Now this little guy right here will help, he'll help with stuff. I think we left enough men for one foxhole. Yes, we did. I mean, one trench. Yeah, potato. We'll put these guys in that large foxhole. We'll start preparing these 75s. 75s are quite good. It's basically a late game weapon. The coastal guns are just AA guns put into concrete bunkers. It's actually very useful, very useful. One of the best emplacements in the game, because the gun that it provides, well, even though it got nerfed because the fire rate was made consistent, but it basically has enough pen to go straight through anything that isn't an IS. Early game, it's a bit excessive, but the HE serves as a pretty good upside. The 75 caliber of HE is pretty good. Plus, I think it might be able to serve as AA. Not too sure on that. You might want to fact check me. But you get the big idea. Thing, pretty good. Alright, hopefully we can get these guns up before... looks like we'll need to hold a little bit. I would like to keep the tank crew, but the emplacement is kind of exposed and gets targeted all the time by big bad things such as tanks and artillery guns. Which is fair, considering that they're very threatening. Oh, there's a tank, BT-2. This thing is essentially like dead. Yeah, it's dead. He was dead from the start. He was dead from conception. We'll just pour bullets into here. Yeah, we'll just start dumping bullets into the Soviet hordes. Even though the gun's inaccurate at this range, it doesn't really matter, given how many there are. The more kills we get, the more veterancy this gun has, this machine gun right here has, the better it'll be. Rest in peace, the little defender dudes though. I haven't seen any action over here, which is kind of concerning. I believe I hear some sort of vehicle, either that or it's the bike. I might be a little bit too quiet. This MG surprisingly does not have veterancy yet. Only 9 kills though. I think they're coming down this road. Yeah. I'll just use the rotate. That tank is pretty concerning. We'll open up from long range. Burst fire. Although the fire rate does not seem to... That guy just got his head blown clean off by that round, by the way. It appears we have an enemy gun shooting at us. This guy needs to go first. There we go. Now these guys, we don't really have anyone defending over here. This one little bot is doing all the work. There's one guy over there. Are we gonna take care of him? Oh, wait, we have Swedes? He's dead. Oh wow, we ran into HE over there. We'll take him out using this. There we go. Now, as for stealing, I'm gonna refrain from stealing unless it's something that's actually worth stealing. Yeah, we'll get to see how this map evolves and changes over time. Now, my only concern is that points may differ. We'll tap fire that guy, and the 75 is going to wipe out everything. We'll go over here. We'll take the opportunity to refill this. I'll have to rethink this. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, this is not really that good of a position, because we can't shoot into the valley. Our little machine guns are doing really well. Sadly though, we are one of the nations that do not get 50 cals or heavy machine guns. I really prefer not to have not this. It gets them a little bit too close for comfort. On that, I think we have a little bit of time to prepare for our next defense, but I'm a bit hesitant because unless the game works the way I think it does, unless I'm 100% positive that the game works in the way I think it does. These defenses will quickly become useless. These guns are going to have to be replaced, guaranteed. Yeah, we'll have to rebuild these guns. That's why it's good to have just box standard AT guns. They'll help in controlling the situation while we get these guns up. The problem is we're running out of ammo. To be fair, a lot of ammo was also shot off. Yeah, that's not great. We're not able to fully refill. We're missing around 200. Might want to think about getting engineering trucks. I'm sure the coastal guns are extremely expensive in terms of engineering supplies. And we don't get that much ammo. We only get around 200 bullets per mission. To be fair, we do get an extra like $100 and 200 bullets and 2 research for every day that you skip. Another thing worth investing into would probably be Collins, mainly for destroying artillery emplacements that are bothering us, or recon, or anything of the sort. Since, actually I don't know. What I'm hoping is to not have a point here. That would suck. That is Tank Avenue. That would restrict our gun's vision. And this would be basically turned into just an AT gun. Looking at it though, we should be fine for a bit. I would like to invest in better infantry though. I would like to go with infantry that has a lot of MGs preferably. I do find it odd that we can't make concrete bunkers, probably because we don't have the shovel. We'll make concrete bunkers later. This guy is officially full. I believe that is all for this mission. I'll resume recording if there's something else that happens. Alright, in case you need proof that I didn't steal anything, here's the results. I'm gonna hit exit, and I'm gonna have absolutely 0 captured vehicles. And the only resupply I'm gonna have is ammo. 84 is ammo positive, so we'll take it. Now, in terms of what I want, we're probably gonna go for... Well, first of all, I would like a Panzerschreck team that is good infantry AT. We're probably gonna go down this line. Probably do something with elite marksman, the veteran marksman squad. We're gonna get a rifle squad. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, no. We'll get the fortress rifle squad. And then we're gonna invest into this 50. Is this 50 a heat slinger? No. It has good pen though. What is this? This looks like a Napoleonic era cannon. But yeah, I was editing the video. As I'm recording, and yeah, I realized that I need to finish my thoughts after I start a conversation, after I start speaking. Also, this seems like barely enough to pen an IS-2. But yeah, so I'll try to finish my thoughts when I start a sentence without taking long pauses. That's why the first section probably looks so choppy. It's because I didn't know what I wanted to say, and I stalled a lot. But yeah, it's become evident that we need a little bit more ammo crates. We're also going to take this Scheinwerfer, and I'll take a 50. Do I want a 50? Let me look. We'll get a 75 soon. Oh, we don't get the heat slinger? This thing is interesting. Why is Finland finning? Why is Finland? What is a Finland? Anyway, we have this dollar store Bofors. We have this. Honestly, it's not as good. The 75 and the 76, basically the same. I think less damage. No, the 76 has about the same damage fall off. Or pen fall off. Maybe just a better HE round. This little 40 right here is pretty good though. Anyway, speaking of the elite marksmen, the veteran marksman squad. I want these guys, the veteran marksman squad, because they have enough HP to get by, and they have 8 rifle, which is pretty crazy. Let me look at the elite rifle squads though. Veteran, Jaeger, elite rifle squad. Yeah, these guys do not compare in accuracy. What's like the penultimate? Jaeger strike squad. Yeah, these guys still can't compare in accuracy to the veteran marksman squad. HP sort of half matters. I just realized I never bought any medics. I'm gonna get flamed for that in the comments. It's okay, the war we're fighting is mainly defensive. Alright, here we go. This is about to be the most intense battle of our lives. We're gonna go in, And we're gonna nope the hell out of there. Okay, kind of odd thing I noticed, but when we retreat, we get more ammo than if we win. I feel like something's not adding up. I feel like we're missing something there. Anyway, we'll work towards this 75, and then we'll get this 105. That'll be our artillery. Very light, very portable. It's exactly what we're looking for. We could either get a 50 here, which we don't really need as of right now. So we'll get 2 more machine guns and another ammo crate. And yeah, we'll save. 2-star ammo. Yeah, this map again. Hopefully it's the same defending. Hopefully we're defending from the same points. If not, well, we're kind of screwed. To save time, we'll kick out the drivers first, and then we'll put the tank crewmen inside the short buses. Then we'll bring the short buses. Then we'll combine that with the engineers. We'll put the engineers in the short buses singularly, so one at a time. And then in those buses, we'll have more people. What? Dude, my brain is not functioning correctly. I swear, I have like some sort of brain-eating parasite. I cannot think clearly. Then it'll be easier for us to roll out. There we go. This is weird. Yeah, last time we defended over there. This is super weird. Oh, yeah, I could foresee this going terribly. We need to prepare desperately right now. We needed it done yesterday. We needed everything done yesterday. We needed these slopes to die, baptized by flame. And we need these guys to make the damn guns. Get out of here with your ampulette. Shit, we need to hop off the gun. This is not good. What the fuck? How did he laser that, bro? Die. Is there anyone who's actually savable over there? There's one dude. That dude too. We lost 8 reservists. Not the greatest numbers. Alright, I don't think much happened. I'm gonna be honest. 1,000 ammo. And we only spent 80. Oh yeah, that's right, we lost a bunch of tank crewmen. This guy's 7-star veterancy. There, we have some 6-star dudes. It represents how poor we are. We can afford this though. The next step would probably be the howitzer. We're gonna invest in a transport. We'll do a little bit of reorganization. Let's get 2 normal transport trucks. Then we'll get 2 big trucks. This is stuff that takes more time to set up. I think we're gonna do this inverse. Yeah, let's invert what we have real quickly. Column 2 will be things that take lot less time to set up. This includes medics, trucks, emplacements that can be towed. Take that gun. And then one will be all the things that take quite a bit of time. Now, I was gonna buy a howitzer, but we're broke. We're flat broke. These German 105s are pretty good, I'm gonna be honest. They have good accuracy. There's not really a point to buying them though, as of now. If we buy them and we have no money for them, if we research them when we have no money for them, what's the point of even having them, you know? Alright, we're back here. We're gonna go explore, and then we're gonna hightail it, and we're gonna go back to that river. We're gonna hold the river. Oh yeah, by the way, if we don't hold this river, we just lose the game. So one loss, and it's a completely different save. Yeah, no, I'm gonna mess with that. Bye-bye. Howitzers are expensive. Good news is, they're easy to tow. Instead, I think we're gonna invest in... Yeah, let me look at the 105 real quick, actually. Because I'll take a 105. Howitzers are extremely good. Yeah, that's expensive. So, instead, I'm gonna research a command team. And, yeah, that's it. We'll buy more engineers. And then we have enough room for extra tank crewmen, so... Really sucks that we're being forced to go to an airport again. I might do a little bit of save scumming. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna save scum. Look, I never said that we wouldn't restart. Although I won't be restarting. I didn't imply that I wouldn't save scum. 2-star science. Actually, we could do that. We can do 2-star science. As for tanks, tanks are iffy. If anything, we'll get them for guns that have extra protection against other guns. We'll just use the cannons. Look, I know that they're technically called guns, but I'm just gonna call them cannons from now on. I mean, it's super confusing when you look at a rifle and say, yeah, that's a gun, and then you look at a 75 and you say, yep, that's a gun. All right, odd places. Wait, no way. We're too short. Get away. Here we go. Okay. Oh, why? Like, why? Shit. Should I do that? Next, I check system bells. Chat was in that. You know what?